Hello everybody, my name is Harshmanic, and welcome to an update video. How do I screw this up already? This is an update video. I had one before, but it was like 30 minutes long, and I screwed up, and I could not get anything done. I couldn't talk about anything. I kept getting off track, and I just recorded one a little bit ago as well, but it was like 16 minutes long, and I only got through 5 of the things I wanted to talk about, and so I'm going to be a lot more organized in this one, at least hopefully. So the first thing I'm going to acknowledge, the first thing I'm going to say and point out is that right now on the screen that you should be watching is a free-for-all match on Black Ops 3 where I play as Sparrow, or the specialist Sparrow in Black Ops 3. And I did really good this game. I got first place and I won, obviously, because if you get first through third place, you win. But first is best, obviously. Anyway, I did really good in this map. There were times I was dumb, and there was a lot more times where I could have done way better. I feel like I did camp once or twice, but that's only because I could hear people near me, and I didn't want to rush out there and risk losing more points. Like right here at the beginning here, I basically fail entirely. It's so bad. So okay, gotta be like a lot more confident about this. So first of all, I want to acknowledge the fact that I am publishing a lot of Elgato gameplays recently. I know that I've been told by a few people already, not in the comments, but a few of my friends who watch my videos. They said, "Why are you uploading a bunch of Elgato stuff?" Well, to point that out, I'm going to say it right now. Elgato recording for me is, I thought getting an Elgato would be the best thing for me because I play a lot more consoles than I do. Like I love playing PC way more than I play consoles because I can just sit on my computer and I can put a bunch of hours into playing computer games. And I have way more computer games than I do console games anyway. But I do have a few of the modern console games, as you will see soon. I'm not going to spoil it. I mean, it's not really a spoiler. I mean, I'm just uploading videos, but you know what I mean. Anyway, Elgato was going to be one of those things where it would have saved me. I would have been uploading YouTube like 2 videos a day. I would have had a strict schedule. I would have been able to stick to it, and it would have been the best thing I would have done. But of course, it didn't happen. Elgato does work with, Elgato does need your computer in cooperation, which I mean, it makes sense, you know. And the way it works is that the more quality you want for your video, the more CPU it's going to take. The more CPU and RAM it's going to take for your computer, for your Elgato to run, so it takes more resources to have a higher quality. And it takes even more resources when you want to have audio. So I can't record audio during my Elgato games because recording at 480p as it is, which is garbage quality by the way, I already know that. It's just I can't record anything else because I have such a terrible computer. I will be building a new computer, so I will be finishing not pre-built computer. I will be finishing a computer that I was building before around February, near the end of February at least. And I should have more stuff for you guys after I get situated with it and get everything installed and ready. I should be able to start putting more stuff out for you guys that's PC wise. But for now, I do have Elgato as a main thing, as a main source, because it's easy to do. I can just play whatever. Like if I just hop on my PS4, I can just turn on the Elgato software, play a game that I want to play, and record some footage of it. Now, of course, if it's a story-driven game, I can't do that because it's just random and weird and it's not interesting. But I am thinking of doing story games like Magica. I'm thinking of doing Magica 2. I had Super Meat Boy. I uninstalled it, but it's good for my 2-video upload schedule that I'm planning to do. Which is what I'm going to acknowledge in my next point is my videos. So the way I do my videos is I do them in batch recordings, which I mean, technically that's not the way you're supposed to do it. Massive air quotes around supposed to, because there's multiple ways you can do it. I know people, like, the 2 main points I can make right now is Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. They record 2 videos fresh every day. Most of the time they record 2 videos fresh every day, and they upload 2 videos every day. And the only reason they do that is because they have to edit everything, they have to put all the camera work in, they have to put all the thumbnails together, and they have to spend a lot of time doing it. Jacksepticeye especially, because he works non-stop. Like, he's a friggin' machine, dude. But the way I work is that I work in batches because I don't like having to record 2 videos fresh every day, especially since I'm in high school. At the moment, if none of you know, I am a junior in high school right now, and that's basically the only excuse that I have as to not doing stuff. Although there are there are counter arguments saying some people do know other high school students doing way better than me, and I understand that. That's perfectly fine, but the stuff that I do is way more taxing. That sounds really self-entitled. I'm sorry. That's not what I meant. I just mean like the way I do things in like my everyday life makes the way I do other things more complicated, and so I have to stress over it a lot more, and I have to work a lot harder to get things done because of the way that I work. So I don't have the time. I don't have the time every day to sit down and do a recording. I don't know. Like my family's very supportive of what I do, which is YouTube, most of the time anyway. My next point is new software. I'm pretty sure I talked about everything I wanted to do in videos. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. Oh no, sorry, I'm a forgetful ass person. I got new software. I am no longer going to be using Sony Vegas to record my videos, edit my videos. I'm going to be using Adobe Premiere Pro CC 2015 because it works better. It doesn't ask as much of my computer. I can render far faster. Well, technically, it depends on what I render it as. To get the highest settings that I want to, I do have to wait quite a bit, but it's not as taxing, and I can actually rely on it to get it done. As in Sony Vegas, though, I had to. Sometimes I would just I would render it at night. I would render videos at night, and then I would wake up and would upload them before I go to school. But couldn't do that all the time because sometimes Sony Vegas would fail to render it correctly, and when it came out as a rendered video, it would be it'd be a black screen. It would literally just be a black screen. So moving to Adobe Premiere, I do have collaboration. Speaking of music, I have to talk about two different things. One is I have collaborations going. I have 2 different collaborations ready to roll. We just need to record the audio and get that going. And the second thing I want to talk about on that is I have 2 albums. Okay, I have 2 albums and an EP for you guys to look out for. If any of you follow my music part anyway. If any of you are interested in my music anyway, I do have I have a album on hold, and then I have a EP. I have an album on hold, I have an album in progress, and I have an EP in progress. And I have to make all of them, I have to mix all of them, and I'm trying to get... Enforcer down. I'm not trying to get good. I'm trying to see where I can go with them, because they are... One of them's kind of darker in tone, the other one's kind of like a dreamscapey kind of rap style, and I don't know how people are going to like it, because the rap I'm interested in, not everyone else is interested in. Like, think of Earl Sweatshirt and Joey Badass and Hobson. Those are the kind of people that I listen to, as well as Sin 7, Disjointed, and Boomslang. And those are just mainly the people that I listen to, but they're kind of like, they're not necessarily what everyone's into, so it's kind of weird when you release something as publicly as that, and then you expect people to enjoy it all the time. So, I don't know. The next thing that I do want to point out, though, outro, intro. I do not have an outro anymore. Sorry, other way around. I do not have an intro. I do not have an intro anymore. Speaking of video themes, though, like the outro, intro, I am going to be making a brand new channel trailer, because the one that I have now, like I said, I used to always use templates, and that's all I would use. I would only use templates. I would never make my own. So, channel trailer I have now isn't very good either. It didn't come out very well. It came out in very bad quality, because I had Sony Vegas, but the channel trailer was not something I'm very proud of, so I'm going to be creating a new one. I don't know what I'm going to do for it. I had a plan for it. I do have a plan for it. I have a small plan for it, but I'm building upon it, and I don't know what I'm going to be doing for it yet, so I guess look out for that. Uploading is another thing I want to be talking about, but it's less of what I'm uploading now. Well, I guess I'll incorporate it in that too, but like my uploading schedule right now that I'm going to be talking about is, I wanted to do 2 videos a day, but that's kind of tasking, especially for me, because I mean, I do play games a lot, and I can record as much, but 2 videos a day just kind of requires me to be on all the time, and that's not something I'm always willing to do, especially if I'm gaming with friends or otherwise. Then I'm just kind of off somewhere else, and I can't record what I'm doing with my friends because my computer is not good enough to record and play the game. I have to have that separation between videos. I do like to do 2 videos. I do have the plan to do 2 videos every day, especially if I just do Elgato stuff, because I could just jump into PS4, PS3 game, Xbox 360 game, and just start doing stuff. But other than that, I really don't plan. I don't know. I don't have a set plan for it. I I do have a suggestion for myself that I was going with, and that was do a video every day at a certain time, so that at one point in the day, like at that one single point in the day, people would be able to watch that at at that time, and then that would be good for the day, and then I could just get the next video ready for tomorrow, and then I would have that schedule uploaded one video every day for the next however long I would need those videos, and then whatever. I was thinking of like 2 at the very least. That way I could just I could get my stuff done, get the video ready, upload it, and then just get other stuff out. Rising to the next point, I do have a plan for the channel, but it's a very small one. Like I said, I still have to build upon it. I really wanted to make it a community because community interaction to me is one of the coolest things. I will not be doing sub for sub stuff. 2 people have already approached me for it, and yeah, it works in a sense. But the thing is that I don't like hearing people do that a lot of the time, if at all, ever, because it's a bad practice. And I actually just watched a video about it about an hour ago that said it basically tells YouTube and its engineers to not really engineers, like technicians, supporters ish people. I can't remember the name that he said specifically, but the person I was watching mentioned that it's bad practice because it tells those people that you're working more by a social kind of peer-to-peer system, instead of having your videos rely on being searched by the name or the tag or the length of time for those videos, or the type of video, like gaming or a certain type of game. And so it just kind of it cuts you out from the search engine, and it cuts you out from getting any other type of any other type of views, because you're stuck in that peer-to-peer thing. So people won't know to look it up unless they specifically look for your name, and you won't be in any relevant searches, which I find really weird and interesting at the same time. But that's a really good way to stop, sub for subbing. And the next thing I want to talk about is my computer update. I did mention earlier that I had a computer that was being built. I don't know if that was my last attempt at making an update video or not. So the thing I really want to mainly point out is that my processor or my motherboard are going haywire. They won't work, and they didn't work since the moment we had everything together. So since then we haven't been able to get anything to work with it. I put the stuff that I ordered from my new computer, I put some of it into my old computer, like my 750 Ti graphics card and my sound card. It's like a ZX. Oh, right here, Sound Blaster Z. I could have gotten the ZX, but it was like super expensive. And they're both really good things. The sound card I don't really use because I don't have any good-ish headphones to use with it, and kind of useless anyway. Kind of useless, not entirely. But that's what I'm going to be using for my new computer. But the only things that I do need is a motherboard and a CPU or processor, because those are the only 2 things that we don't know if they work or not. We don't know which one doesn't work, but we're pretty sure it's both, or it's one of the 2. And so when upcoming this February, I should be getting enough stuff to get everything put back together. Hopefully, that's the plan. Anyway, because that's not always how it works. But that's all I need, and a motherboard CPU combo could be less than $300-ish. Depending what it is, it could be less than $300. Hopefully, it's less than $300. It'd be ridiculous if it wasn't. What's some other plans that I have? Microphone plans. I do plan to upgrade my microphone to a Blue Yeti microphone. Those, I would still be using the same pop filter. I did get a pop filter, by the way. I didn't tell anyone about that. I do have a pop filter now, and it helps a lot for how I say things and what I talk about, how I talk and how I say things. Like, certain times I would say, like, I kind of drag out my S's for some reason, and sometimes I like pop my B's and P's. Well, that's usual, but way more than I thought I would. And with the Blue Yeti, it's just going to be better quality anyway. The Snowball's not bad, like, far from it. The Snowball's probably, like, the best investment I've ever made. But I would like to eventually get a Blue Yeti for future projects. Maybe by the time I get into, like, college or something, I'll have a Blue Yeti. I think that is everything that I wanted to talk about. Oh, you know what? I might as well talk about it right now. I do have a secondary channel. Its name is Persona HQ. It is all about the Persona games, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona, mainly Persona 3 and Persona 4 because those are what I have. But I did plan on getting Persona 1 and Persona 2 at one point. But for now, it is Persona 3 and Persona 4. Can't talk right now. I'm so bad at this. But those are the two things that I mainly want to play as of right now. I do plan on doing videos for that as well as a channel trailer and other things, but I need to get everything set up for it, and I need to get everything just kind of, you know, there. I have a new subscriber, what the hell? Sorry, that was news. Unnecessary news. But I do plan on having that going up at some point, and I will have a, I can't think of it, man. I will have updates for it from my main channel too. Harsh Manic is going to be my main channel. Persona HQ is going to be a secondary thing. And I hope to get multiple people on there to talk about, again, I swear to God, I'm hoping to get a multitude of people on there talking about Persona 3 and Persona 4 and Persona 5 as well. Persona 5 is going to be coming out this summer, which I am super excited for. And I cannot wait to get it. I'm honestly hoping they have pre-orders for it because I'm going to be on top of that. Be on top of pre-ordering that game. It's gonna be the best thing in the world. Probably not. I'm probably just overhyping. That's everything that I have to talk about right now. I went way over the time limit I was hoping for. I'm gonna have to put in like 2 different videos, 3 different videos probably, just to get. I'll probably put in Star Wars Battlefront just for time filler, and then I'll just edit all of this down because this is honestly the longest fucking update video I've ever done. And I definitely think that I need to get better at update videos. I need to get more to the point, but editing this down will definitely bring that point to the forefront, and we'll show you guys definitely what I'm trying to say. So, certainly guys, hope you enjoyed that video. I don't have an outro phrase to do anymore because, well, not really. I don't really have an outro thing to do anymore because I forget it all the time, and then I'll come back. I'll stop doing YouTube, and I'll stop doing commentary, and then I'll go and do the commentary, but then I'll forget the phrase I'm supposed to say, and then I'll have to stumble through it, and then I'll have to get to done, and then I'll stop YouTube again, and then it will just repeat itself over and over. So I'm just not going to have one, and if I do have one, I'll probably just put in the outro anyway. So put in the outro stuff anyway. So that's the update video for you guys, and I will definitely be seeing you guys in later content. Bye.